All right. Happy Thanksgiving. This is our I know you guys wondering what we're doing on a Wednesday night. Thanksgiving Eve, exactly at 9:03 p.m. Our Thanksgiving special. I'm your favorite host tonight, for Sean Bennett. Mr. Ronald 757. 5 Josh is joining. He'll be joining us in shortly. So other than that, this is our our first ever holiday Thanksgiving special. Right
Yes,
on.
sir. Yes, sir.
Episode 25. How you doing, Owen? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing um
How you doing,
I'm
Owen?
doing well. I'm doing well on this
All right, good.
Thanksgiving Eve.
So we got a lot of football to talk about, especially our favorite things to eat during Thanksgiving, and and a lot of basketball news too. So other than that, let's jump into some football previews for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow at 12:30 on CBS, we got the Detroit Lions against the Buffalo Bills. Okay, 6 Detroit 4-6, Buffalo 7-3. Okay, seemed like
Okay.
Buffalo just played Detroit like last Sunday. Right or wrong?
Wrong.
Right or wrong? Okay.
Wrong.
All right. So he's
I
me
mean,
wrong.
they were in Detroit, but they didn't play Detroit.
Okay, that's okay. So for the keys for Detroit, my keys for Detroit is it's just they need just Jared Goff need to get hot in the first half, and the defense need to do a little something. So they can they got a running game too. So so when that come into play, right? That's when we'll know who got the ball in the fourth quarter. On what's your keys for the Buffalo Bills?
Um, just keep running the offense. Just keep the offense going. We know about that
Josh Allen,
amazing
Stephon Diggs
offense.
gotta get hot.
Yeah, they do. Um, this Detroit Lions team is coming in very I would say underrated. Um, they do have a good
Yeah,
team. They
I was
do.
shocked they beat on the Giants last Sunday. I'm still trying to get over that.
There is a possibility that they could win this game. Um, if the running game is
You say what?
operating for them, they'll be in business.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, they gotta get the running game going. They should be fine. It's like taking a freaking baby step. You know,
Right.
that's how I see it. It's like taking a freaking baby step. And it's gonna be a good matchup. Josh Allen going up against the Detroit Lions. It's like his second time playing on Thanksgiving. The last time he played on Thanksgiving was against the Cowboys. That was like 3 years ago. So I got Buffalo by 7. Who you got on?
I got I got Buffalo by 10.
Okay, even numbers. So now the later game at 4:25 on Fox is the Cowboys and the Giants. Both. Hey, check this out. Both teams are 7. That's crazy. Both these teams are 7-3. So I think this gonna be a shootout.
Don't know about that. Like when you say a
But if the
shootout,
Cowboys
do you
if the
expect them to?
Cowboys defense if the Cowboys defense was hot last Sunday, if they can have the same attitude energy tomorrow, they should win the game like that.
I think it'll be a game late,
What you think?
close to like 20 points. Overshawn went out. Try to get Rashawn back. But I was saying the game could probably be like maybe 20 to 13. I see no other team going less than 20. Like more than 20. I don't see them passing 20. Try to get Rashawn back in here. Oh, she's back. There you go. You good?
For the viewers watching, I don't know what the freak happened when I'm back. So what were
Your
you
first
saying about the
fight is back.
Cowboys again? On while we were ruling in by the system.
I was saying I was saying to the audience before you were disconnected. I was saying that I see this game. I see both teams not exceeding the score of 20, and I have it close
No,
to like a 20 to 13 type game
I
because
don't know
both
about that
defenses are
though,
good. Both defenses are good right now, and I don't. The offenses aren't really that good, anyways. So yeah, 20 to
but
13 is not bad.
okay. So I'm thinking of like what you were saying earlier, like Monday's Monday's top episode we had is when the Cowboys racking a bunch of points. That was crazy. But I don't think they're gonna score 40 like they did against Minnesota. I don't think they're gonna do that.
No. Um. Yeah, Minnesota. They're gonna be a disappointing team.
They look. I mean, I know they 8-1 their division, but they if you put them against who's a tough team in the NFC. Let's see who. If you put them against the Giants, they're not beating the Giants in the playoffs or Philly.
They probably beat the Giants. Philly,
Cause I'm
I
like,
don't know.
huh?
They could probably beat the Giants, but
They
Philly, I
can't
don't
beat
know.
Philly. They can't beat Philly because we experienced that years ago when they faced the Eagles in the NFC Championship game to get the Super Bowl,
This is,
and
but
that
this is a different
that
Philly
team
team.
that. But still, you playing against Philly outdoor though. Minnesota now just not an outdoor team. They're an indoor team, like the Saints. But it should be a good matchup. That's all I can say. Next, all right. Next, the Patriots. My Patriots going up against Minnesota.
Oh,
Patriots. My Patriots had a nail biter win last Sunday against the Jets with that punt return.
well, the
So
Vikings
you
should be
know me.
pissed
I'm
off.
going.
I know you're going for the Patriots,
From,
but I'm gonna give you my unbiased opinion about this matchup.
go ahead.
The Vikings are probably gonna come out pissed off, and they got blown out last week. So
But
I
but
I feel
we
like the
we're
Vikings.
gonna see the same old Kirk Cousins and see he can play in prime time television.
I
This
know
ain't
it's
this
not
ain't 1 o'clock.
Kirk Cousins. I know it's not Kirk Cousins at 1 o'clock, but he has to be pissed that he only scored 3 points.
Hmm.
He only scored 3 points.
Second, so
So
you
so
ain't
they
good.
gotta get going. With that being said, um, I got them winning against the Patriots. Um, the score, my score prediction would be 27-10.
I got it close. I got this. I got the Patriots score close. I got the Patriots winning by field goal. I got them winning by 3.
What's the score?
Yeah, I got them winning by 3.
What's the score?
It's, 20. How about this? 24. No, 20 to 24. 24-20 Patriots. I don't know why they got line up like that. Go ahead. Um, it should be some good. It should be some good Thanksgiving games tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Oh, here's one. All right, college basketball news. First feast week tournaments preview and results. So, what happened during the tournaments today? Well, I didn't.
I didn't really watch much basketball today. I did see Kansas. I did see the
Mm-hmm.
Kansas team. Who the Kansas? Who the Kansas play? They play NC State. That was a good matchup. NC State put
Oh, yeah, it did. Okay.
um, and
Mm-hmm.
that's really all the basketball that I saw today. That's the only game that I saw.
Okay.
But college basketball's been good so far. It's been
I
as
like it during this
expected.
time, during Thanksgiving time.
Yeah, it's gone as expected so far.
Yeah,
Um,
good running game. But during this time, it's always some good college basketball tournaments during Thanksgiving weekend. So it's not like they have like a drop off season.
we got the Mount Invitational going on.
Oh yes, for sure. I'm like shoot, they got a lot of stuff going on as we speak. I'm telling you. Oh, that's right. But check this out. I still got a possibility that it's gonna be between. Just hear me out though. On
Okay.
so I still think it's a possibility that we're gonna see a lot of changes. Like going affecting occur. From college basketball with these teams. Though,
What type of changes?
what you think? Like
What
with
type
the these upcoming teams that wasn't in the tournament all these years. Cause now we're starting to see like who's gonna be in the tournament in the spring.
Yeah,
Because I still think it's a possibility that in the ACC is gonna be it's gonna be a lot of teams trying to battle for the ACC championship tournament.
I feel like it's too early. I
What you
feel like
think?
it's too early to call right now.
Yeah, it is.
Um, and, they're still trying to get some chemistry with, especially like the blue bloods, like Clemson, not Clemson, not Clemson, Duke, Kentucky,
No, you're on the right
Kansas.
track. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're on the right
No,
track.
Clemson's not a blue blood.
Yeah.
um, Kansas, Duke, schools like that. They gotta, figure out the chemistry still, even though they're, undefeated. Um, yeah, it should college basketball should be on in its stride, like you, January, February time. That's when it will really get hot.
That's when
Right
the real
now,
season starts.
just in the early stages. Froze up again. I wonder why he wasn't talking. Dang, this Wi-Fi is crazy. It's like he's on an Android or something. There he is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong? Your wife? What's going on?
So sure, yeah, blame it on me. The person who's still on here.
I mean, like, what's going on? Like you keep fading in, going out. I'm like, it's not on my end. It might be on your end where you sitting at.
No, you sound better though. I was
Okay,
wondering
thank
why
you.
you weren't. I was wondering why you weren't talking.
Yeah, since anywho, NBA news: the Nets' big three plays along with Ben Simmons returning to Philly. The lose to star less and bang by Sixers team. Oh, what the heck happened last night? I didn't see it. What happened last
You
night?
didn't see it, man. So they booed Ben Simmons in Philly. You know, but
Yeah.
I Ben put like I think what 14 points, had like 11 rebounds, and
Mm-hmm.
I gotta admit, I think this is the only version that you're gonna see of Ben Simmons. I don't think you're gonna see
You think
Ben
so?
Simmons. Yeah, I don't think Ben Simmons is gonna get any better, and that's unfortunate because
Dang.
I really am high on him.
I know you
I
are.
was really high on him, but I don't know. He I'm not even getting on him for shooting. Cause I could care less about him, like taking a
Right.
jump shot.
Because
But
he.
but I'm just he just his game is not really exciting. You know,
No, it's not. I've
it,
told you. I've been told you that.
and
I've been
I
telling you that all
thought
them years. He ain't exciting to see.
I
I told
thought
you
he
that.
would be like a LeBron type player.
No, no,
Oh
no.
yes, yes, yes.
don't even put him in the same sentence.
No, I'm serious. I thought he would.
Don't put him in. No, don't do that.
He had the
Don't do that.
he had the
Don't
passing
do that.
ability. He had the scoring ability. Why? I thought he was LeBron 2.0 or close
Mm.
to LeBron. He came into this
He
league
ain't no
and
LeBron. He
just
on LeBron.
didn't live up to expectations. That was his comp.
He is not no
That,
LeBron.
that,
He
that
want.
was his comp.
He want on the.
That was his comp
All I'm saying is this.
back in college.
He. That's when he was. I don't know what. I don't know what this Ben Simmons is, bro.
But they ended up losing.
Hey, what type of shoes Kyrie Irving wear?
I
What type of shoes Kyrie Irving wore last night, if you
I have
remember?
no idea.
See, he ain't wearing no Nike. I know that he ain't wearing no Nike. He ain't wearing no Nikes. I'll tell you that though. Oh, they going
Shout out
for it.
Kyrie
Okay.
Irving. I'm glad that he's back. Now the
Hmm.
Nets need to trade him because they're not going anywhere.
No, that ever since they fired Steve Nash, but that was a big mistake hiring Steve Nash. But he's not even the actual head coach. He was like more assistant coach than him. You know what I'm
Well, it's
saying?
good. It's good that he got coaching experience. It's good that he was hired for this job, and maybe he'll get hired down
Right.
the line somewhere else.
'Cause I'm thinking now they're gonna trade Kyrie Watts. I don't see him staying in Brooklyn next year.
I- You gotta look at what they're gonna do with this roster. First of all, they're not. They gotta keep Ben Simmons because they just gotta keep Ben Simmons. Um, KD, I think is gonna stay there.
Right.
I think Kyrie probably is gonna. You know,
KD, they could.
they could trade KD too. They could just dump it. They
I
could
mean,
dump
they can't.
everybody.
Hey, I ain't lying. They can do that though. They can do that. They can get rid of anybody who they want to get and who they want to trade for. That they can do that anytime. So you're right.
I still think there's a possibility that Kyrie Irving could be headed to the Lakers. Um,
Mm.
I think they have that trade
Lakers.
in mind. If things
I heard
continue,
Miami Heat trying to get I heard the Miami Heat trying to get Russell Westbrook, which is kind of stupid though, because I'm like, how? Why?
no, it's not. I think he would fit on the Heat with Jimmy Butler.
What about Tyler? They got to give up somebody. They can't give up Tyler Hero because he just signed that contract deal.
True, but maybe they could trade of maybe Gabe Vincent, maybe maybe trade a Gabe Vincent type player.
Mm. But I remember Russell Westbrook. He played in Miami Heat years ago. When he before he this before COVID hit, they traded him to Houston. That's why he ended up in Houston because he wasn't a Heat roster, if I recall. I do got the Air Jordan Russell Westbrook shoes though. So why not?
Wait, what'd you say?
I got Russell Westbrook. Why not Air
No,
Jordan
no,
shoes?
no. Before that,
I said that he wasn't that Miami Heat roster before
no, he
COVID hit.
wasn't. No, he
Yes,
wasn't.
he was. Yes,
He
he.
wasn't on the Heat.
Let me look it up for you right quick.
He was on OKC, then Houston, then Washington, then LA. That's what I think. Yeah, he was never on the Heat. What the heck is that?
Yeah, he was on the Heat. Yeah, he was at one time till they traded him.
What year?
Yeah. 2019, 2020 season.
He was never on the
They ended
Heat.
up sending him to. They ended up sending him to. They sent him to Houston. That's how they ended up in Houston.
Oh, you talking about how they trade players he only played what he only was
He
there for
only
like what
he only
maybe an hour or a day or
he only
whatever,
did
and
like
then
an
he got
hour
traded
or
to Houston.
two. Then they
That's what you're
traded.
talking about. But he was never
Yeah,
playing for the Heat. Like he was never physically playing for the Heat.
but it don't it wouldn't make no sense for him to go to Miami.
Oh my gosh, bro! I can't believe you brought that up, bro.
What you say? What you say?
I said I can't believe you brought that up.
I mean, hey, it is true though.
Yeah, he was only there for like
Now
what a day.
he only did like a day in Houston, which I was thinking, how in the world, boy, I tell you. Hey, but check this out though. The Lakers lose, but are the Suns the new bad boys of the NBA? Now that I did hear.
I know you saw that.
I saw you on Twitter. I'm like, what the world? I actually beat Detroit Lions on man. Ain't that something?
So what
35, bro.
do you think about the
Yeah,
incident? I heard you.
it's
What do you think about the
it's I ain't saying this. Actually, it reminded me of how when the Lakers played Phoenix in the playoffs in the first round, 2021, and you remember how Russell Westbrook, not Russell Westbrook, but Bron tried to go up for that. He missed that free throw shot, and him and Chris Paul, and then the whole Lakers start getting the scuffle with Alex Caruso. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with these people, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, to me, um, Beverly shouldn't have, you know, attacked Ayton from the back. I do think Ayton
Yeah,
kind of flopped
that
because
did look like a flop though.
no way you're telling me that you know strong, big body Deandre Ayton got knocked down to the ground by Patrick Beverly. So yeah, I do think he
That's
kind of
crazy though.
flopped.
But
Um, but he was standing up for Austin Reeves, but still he's gonna get
okay,
suspended probably. In case
I'm like, dog,
he is a repeat offender.
it remind me of that remind me of Ben Wallace and Andrew Bynum going at it, bro. Metal World Peace at the time. You got me flashbacks to that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you hear what I said? Oh, did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I said?
Like
You,
I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you
Wallace
said.
and Metal World Peace fighting in Detroit that night.
Talking about Malice at the Palace, that was a whole different situation.
But still,
A
it's
whole,
still memory to this day.
which we're probably not gonna remember Patrick Beverly shoving DeAndre Ayton to the ground.
Patrick Beverly need to take 12 seasons, sit his butt somewhere, man. He like one of them basketball players to get out of jail, start fighting when he get out of jail. Cause I was like, yo, that's crazy though, bro. I'm like, how you gonna fight? How you gonna push somebody behind? That's like Alex Caruso, not Alex Caruso, Ben Simmons and no Joel Embiid pushing who that boy? He played for Brooklyn. He was played for the Lakers. Dude name he he's played with the Lakers. Um He was a bench player for the Lakers, and he played with Brooklyn. Who was it? Oh, help me out. He shoot, I can't think of his name. Is it not? It's not. Hold on, I can probably look it up. Hold on. You still there?
I'm on the screen. Yes.
Okay, you sitting there.
I was listening.
Jared Dudley. When him and Joel B got into it, bro. And Simmons. That's what that remind me of. So we got college football rivalry week tomorrow night on ESPN. The Egg Bowl, Ole Miss and Mississippi State.
Um,
Who you got on?
got Ole Miss.
Ole Miss too. And and on Friday, NC State, North Carolina. I got That's a tough one.
No, it's not.
And North Carolina did lose to North Carolina. I mean North Carolina. They did lose to Georgia Tech though.
How does that
I'm going to
happen?
go with yeah. How did that happen in the first place? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I got North Carolina winning that
That don't
one
know.
on the way to the ACC championship.
Next weekend too. I got North Carolina too. I hate to say it though, it's the truth though. But we should have a good game though. So and then Saturday we got a full slate. He got a full slate of games. We got Ohio State, Michigan. That's a tough one. That's a real tough
No,
one.
Ohio State wins.
It got the ball in the fourth quarter. That's who's gonna win. Because I think we'll have last year's matchup. In my opinion, what you think on?
No, Ohio State's better. Ohio State's clearly the much better team than Michigan.
Hmm.
Ohio State should win this matchup.
Okay. And of course, the Oregon Ducks ranked number 9 against Oregon State. See, they just got to win out Saturday and win go and punch a championship title on the line for next Friday, which I think they should win though. What you think on?
Yeah, I do. I have Oregon winning that game too, but I feel like Oregon State at the first half of the game is gonna give Oregon some problems.
But you know how Dan Lanning he can figure the defense. He can figure the offense out on defense, defensive coach. So you know.
Of course, but
So he's.
Oregon State's not. Oregon State is very underrated as well in the Pac-12.
Hmm. Now USC and Notre Dame. That's gonna be a game too.
USC Notre Dame. I got USC winning that game.
I got USC too. Cause Notre Dame they good on paper, but when they play USC, it seems like they just like fool like they always do when they play USC for some reason though.
Yeah, USC has to win.
Yeah, they gotta win. they're saying they don't win this one, they can open the door for Washington or Oregon. Well, Oregon already gonna clinch it anyway, so what you think?
Um, it's wide open. And it is honestly wide open in the Pac-12. Um, I did not expect to talk about the Pac-12 this season as much as we've been talking about the Pac-12. Um,
I did. Mm-hmm.
it's it's amazing what they're doing in the Pac-12. I should say
Yes.
they got
Seems like the
at
Pac-12.
least two
It
teams good, but
right.
Washington's getting better. UCLA got better, and that's
I don't know
really
how in the
it.
world they lost to USC last Saturday.
Oregon State's pretty decent. You know, I still
So
think the
they
Pac-12. I still think the Pac-12 should merge with the Big Ten or
they
some other
should. Yeah.
conference
So you saying all the Pac-12 teams go to the Big Ten? That's you telling?
or another conference.
Saying Dan Lanning, he's building an SEC team on the West Coast that some Pac-12 schools not even doing right now. Like Lincoln Riley, he's creating something. He's doing something like the Big 12 is at Oklahoma. He's trying to build an Oklahoma. He's trying to build a Big 12 team in the Pac-12. Some
Wait,
schools not even doing that in the Pac-12.
for for sure.
What?
Wait, what did you say about Oregon?
I said Dan Lanning is trying to build the SEC like tempo team to the Pac-12, and some
An
Pac some
SEC
team
team in Oregon. You say Oregon is like an
in the
SEC
Pac-12.
team
Yes.
in the Pac-12. That's
Yeah, Lanning. You see how many kids we got? You see how many kids got recruited in National Saturday last year's class?
Rashawn. I hate to say it because it's so far gone right now. But
Mm-hmm.
week one. That's all I
They
gotta say.
did. They did lose to Georgia though.
That's my point. That's my point.
But like you got to play. You can get more comfortable. Like it's not like you in the ACC, you drop off in the ACC like some teams like Miami did when they played Bama last year.
So you think Oregon can beat Alabama?
And I'm not saying that.
But
Well, once Nick Saban retired, yes.
you did
Once
you
Nick
did
Saban,
say
hold on.
with the
Once Nick
NCC
Saban
thing,
retired, yeah,
but
like
that's
once
not
Nick
gonna happen. But that's not gonna happen.
Saban retired, okay.
Assume that that's not going to happen anytime soon.
So I think Nick Saban. I think most of the SEC teams starting to realize that Alabama can't be twice this season at Tennessee and at LSU.
No, Alabama just got too overconfident. You
They
know,
got they got too cute.
they got
When they
comfortable.
when they played Tennessee, they got too cute with the ball in the first half. I'm like how? I think like what you were saying on I think like what you were saying about the SEC. Well, now the Pac-12, you say the Pac-12 might merge the Big Ten, which that could happen. We don't know that yet, but you
They
know,
were dying. They were a dying conference.
and I think right. They need to put the Pac-12 big together. You know, or do something. You know, what you think?
So that,
Okay. Anywho,
but the SEC thing is crazy. I'm not gonna let you slide on that one.
Well, the SEC,
But
you got the S.
Oregon and the SEC, they're building an SEC program in Oregon. No, stop it.
But I think we got a game where um LSU playing Georgia. I'm going with Georgia in the next week.
Okay, yeah, I got Georgia in that game too.
I think Georgia got too much for LSU because LSU Brian Kelly he a good coach, but I don't think I'll give him oh yo what's up what's up what's up what's up look came home, man.
What it do?
Came home from work. What's up?
What it
What's up?
do? What it
What's
do?
up? What's going on, man? Hey, Josh, how you been, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good now. You know.
Nice scarf, by the way, too.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, we talking about me and Owen were talking about the Georgia and LSU game. I think Georgia got too much for LSU. I really do think so.
It seems that way. Georgia, I personally, I just haven't seen. First of all, I don't even do they even show Georgia games on TV because it don't even seem that way.
Yeah,
They show
they
everybody
do
else's
on
game.
CBS,
Yeah,
on ESPN and the S
Yeah, CBS.
Network.
Yeah. They just been like a quiet, dominant team this year. You know, they just been dominating, but it hasn't been like outright like the national championship dominant, Georgia team that we saw, win the national championship. But I wouldn't
But
say
like
they. Mhm.
but Josh, they're a silent team, but they already clinched. Like the championship is already clinched because we already know who's gonna play in the SEC championship. So
Right,
still got
right,
a
but
go ahead,
mhm.
but I
No, no,
still
no.
got a
Yeah,
possibility.
I get that, but it's just in
I'm
reference to
sorry.
going towards, like you were saying, playing LSU, playing other teams, for the, hopefully for the, well, not hopefully, but for the college football playoff. It's like I personally have to see a game because I haven't watched them play this whole entire season.
I'm
So
just gonna fill you in, Josh. They're the best team in the nation, hands down. Play great defense.
That
The
is true though,
offense
because
percolates. They're just a complete team.
all like a operation. You know how you got how you got your stock supply for the team.
mhm.
It's like a how can I say it? It's like a cycle, for Georgia. Like they can like recycle players in the NFL, then put some new players in there, then every year round in the SEC championship. It's something like that.
Okay, okay.
Because Bama, Bama, they used to be good with that. Because
Right. But is that, yeah.
it's like when Chris Ball was there in Alabama when he kept getting guys from Florida, plucking kids out of Florida's backyard, getting down to Alabama, and then they get the old guys out the NFL, the new guys come in, they perform well, then they win national championship like every 2 years. So it's something like that. It's like a recycling method.
Yeah. Okay.
Because because just like with Oregon, like ever since they hired Dan Lanning, which hold up, I got the wrong cap on by the way. I got a Yankee cap on by the way. Hold up, I just thought about that too. It's just like when Dan Lanning got hired, when we had that spring game, the green and yellow game in the spring, I was like amazed at the same time though. So I was telling on. I think get the Oregon State and probably go to the Patriots championship game next week and play US.
Yeah.
Because I say something. Is anybody just sit?
Because your
Oh,
Android
you say something.
connection, bro. Your Android connection is
I don't got an
tripping.
Android. I got an iPad. I don't have an Android connection. I got an iPad. Stop saying that.
It's just your delay.
No delay. But back now I was saying, I think like when you see USC, like you said, like they don't got a shot in the championship game now. So what happened last week, and then with the thing with Oregon beating when Oregon beat Utah, and then Atlanta made some good adjustments the entire time from the first half to the fourth quarter. I was very mad that defense and that most of the whole team played better than last year when we played Utah twice. What you think, Josh?
I'm highly impressed with y'all this year. I'm impressed. Especially, I am a fan. I'm not a super fan of Bo Nix, but I am a fan of him. His travel and just the way he plays. But I am a fan of Oregon as a team this year. So the past is the past, even if it's just last season. I think this season I think Oregon State, that's not a problem. I think coming into championship game, y'all could win. That's my thing. Y'all could win. And y'all are
I mean,
ranked.
if Dan Lannigan had the same like if Dan Lannigan had the same attitude he had against Utah as a defensive coach, as a head coach at the same time, defense, it was pretty good against Utah. I mean, I ain't gonna really good against Utah from previous years. I'm talking about this like last year and they had Kayvon Thibodeau. The defense was like I think got too fast for Utah. That's I saw a big difference from Utah. The Utah and all that good. Because I think that's the reason why that's not going back to Patriot championship game, Josh. I don't know what y'all laughing about, but okay.
We gonna see. I'm laughing at home.
So I know. Anywho, Thanksgiving moments. What are you thankful for? Go ahead.
Oh, it's on whoever. I thought you said I was gonna go ahead.
I said whoever want to go first, y'all go ahead.
Oh, okay. I guess I started talking. Okay. I'm very thankful for. I can say first, you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm very thankful for this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that Rashawn that you came up with, Owen, both of y'all, and that we have established to bring it to this point. I'm thankful for the people who do watch us, from time to time, who stop passes, either the live or, rewatches us, on different episodes. Everybody who followed us from Instagram Live. No, first of all.
Oh yeah.
I can't even remember the previous. What was the previous app we was on?
Vimeo.
Vimeo. If you follow us on Vimeo, you a real one. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
that's a cap right there. That's a cap right there, bro. That's a good cap. That's a good cap. That's a good cap right there.
We gotta. First of all, we gotta have you on the show. If you say, "Man, I followed y'all from Vimeo," so I appreciate that.
That is good cap. That is cap. If you're really watching us on Vimeo, you're cap. I, I don't think anybody would.
At facts, but I say family as well. Family, friends. It's a crazy world out here, as we can see, even in our own backyard. We're
Yes,
dealing with
yes,
stuff.
yes.
So
Even in my
Yeah.
own backyard, bro.
yeah, it's still crazy, but we still have the opportunity to try to make it a better world. So I'm thankful for the good people out there, who are still trying to, be nice to people and make the world a better place. So that's pretty much what I'm thankful for. And Clemson about to give me another, give me another gift. You know what I'm saying? When we beat South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? And then my Pelicans playing good basketball. Shout out to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can ask for as of right now. And Norfolk State got the best basketball team in HBCU right now, girls and guys. Shout out Jackson State girls, but I think Norfolk State girls could beat y'all. We got to set that game up. But hey, that's
Actually,
all.
no matter of fact, Josh, you actually got a good positive point because I heard Jackson State girls lost the big time to a Power Five
Mm-hmm.
school over the weekend. Yeah, that's so I understand what you're saying though. Which I'm not mad about, but I do understand. It's all good though. But to me personally, I'm thankful for, of course, you guys, band of brothers. We all in the river together. And I'm thankful for family, food, friends, where I work at, healthcare work. What I mean, first responder.
You know,
Also
you
thankful for
know,
my
you
mom.
know.
Also thankful for my mom, my dad, um, my granddaddy, my son, my aunt, uncles, cousins. Uh, the Oregon family, football. Oh, Dan Lanning, Bo Nix, mostly everybody in Oregon, who I'll be watching. Coach Prime, and he can he undefeated record. Got a bye week this week, preparing for the SWAT championship game in his own. He ain't got to go nowhere. Um, Thankful for HBCUs in general, you know, and hopefully Oregon can give me an early Christmas present and an early New Year's and an early birthday present going to the Rose Bowl too. That would be nice. So that's what I'm thankful for. What you guys think? What I said?
That was very, very nice. But now it's Owen to bring it on home.
Um, yeah, I'm
Bring it
thankful
on,
for
bring it
friends.
home.
Yeah, thankful for friends, family, um, everything. Music, especially, plays a big part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's really much it.
Okay, okay. Other than that,
I'm just grateful for life in
we
general.
got yeah, yes. So I know we don't talk about gun control, right? So this actually with that. Okay, I keep it 100 with y'all, Owen and Josh. I keep it 100 with y'all. See what I feel about gun control. I got a problem with that. Okay, it's like every time something happens, somebody like when altercation happens, somebody got to pull, start shooting up a bunch of blood jump. You shooting the loved one, like you shooting like your a son, a daughter, anybody that they love, and you shooting over like, blood jump stuff that's happening like over stupid. It just like y'all saw what happened last night earlier this month, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, how you gonna shoot up Walmart You okay? Store. You be the manager and then you gonna shoot your girlfriend? Why? Don't add up. Oh, because it's like, and then you gonna kill your own self. Something something don't add up. Josh, help me out. Something don't add up. Help me out on this, Josh. So
Yeah.
I know you talk about I know you talk about this on your radio show, but please help me out on this, please. For the viewers
Um,
watching, help me out on
it's
this.
it's it's a sensitive topic because it hurts. It hurts when you have to deal with it in your backyard. It hurts when you have to deal with it again in a place that you frequently um, go to. But at this point in time, I don't think. I hate to say it. I don't think any lawmaker would truly understand unless it continues to happen in their own city. So it keeps getting closer and closer to lawmakers' homes, their states, their
Right,
districts. And it doesn't seem that we're getting ready to pass any laws that are gonna do anything. Hopefully, in January, when the Senate does get back, they can think about what is the next moves in reference to gun control. But the thing about it is, let's just talk about how a second of anger can become an opportunity for you to have just a whole life or an eternity of just regret.
right.
1 second of
Mm-hmm.
you just thinking that whatever this person is doing to you, whatever somebody's doing to you, and I understand. I totally, we all work, so it's like we understand what goes on with stuff, and everybody who's watching, you understand. Managers could be whatever they can be. You know what I'm saying? They could be good one day, and the
Yeah,
next day they can be totally off. Co-workers can be good one day, the next day you just like, man, I don't even know why I even work with them. That's how life is. But at
exactly.
the same time, man, it's more than your job. It could be a problem at home, but I keep trying to say, man, your problem at home, unfortunately, man, that got to stay home. Your issues that you have at home, that has to stay home while you're on the job doing what you have to do. And then what you have going on at your job, sometimes, man, you got to leave that at job when you go home. It can't be an exchange, bro. And even though life is hard, man, life throws a lot of
Right.
things at us that causes us to have issues and problems. But it has to be a separation, man, because it cannot be a point where physically you're ready to, lose it all over somebody who has, like you said, other family members, other people who care about them, other people who look at them in a different light, man. They could be having a bad day too. That's why they're acting rude and mean. And you having a
Yep.
bad day, they having a bad day. You just can't say, I'm about to ruin everybody's day. Other people who don't even, work. Other people don't even have anything to do with the situation. So I'm just saying, towards this holiday, everybody, you have to be cautious of how you treat people. You have to be cautious how you treat people every day. But towards this holiday
Oh
season,
yes,
it
that's
does
a
get hard on
plus.
people. It gets hard on people, especially you, Rashawn. Especially you. You're really dealing with like the hardest of the hard because man, y'all gotta be there, bro. Y'all are weighing on
You
people's
got to.
lives. People's lives is at jeopardy. So y'all have to do, y'all job, but at the same time, y'all human too. So it's like
Yeah.
you got it, man. This holiday season, man, you got to be with joy. You have to have joy in your heart to treat people nicely and kindly because this gun violence thing has to stop, man. You got to put these guns away when you having an issue. That cannot be the first thing you resort to is to go and shoot people in their head, not
Oh yeah.
and aiming recklessly against people who just you know what I'm saying? It's just it's crazy. It's crazy. But the word of the day is kindness. If you
Yeah.
can't find
Always.
kindness in your heart, then you gonna have to try it. Because gotta be
Yeah,
nice.
because so I don't talk about this, but I know we're a sports show. I had to throw it in there. I had to. So when
Technical difficulties, everyone. But just finishing that off, we want to say, condolences to all the families that was affected and everything. But yes, we want to, seek out that because they have to go through have Thanksgiving tomorrow without their loved ones. So I'll say that. But a topic I didn't get a chance to talk about, Owen. I didn't get a chance to say what my favorite rivalry football game was. I don't know if y'all talked about that yet, but yeah, I didn't get to say what my favorite game was, because there's a lot of them. I got about 3 up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what yours is on. Like, what's yours? What's your favorite?
So for like what NFL,
For rivalry week, what's your favorite college?
Of course, I'm heavily involved with Clemson and South Carolina, but it's a tough one. That's a tough one.
It is. It honestly is because there's a lot of them though. It's a lot of them go crazy.
I mean, of course, Michigan and Ohio State. I think that should be up on there.
yeah, that's Michigan, Ohio State. That's who will determine who gonna do a little something.
Just comes in.
We're talking about our favorite rivalries in college football.
Okay, I got you. Damn, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, you got so many. I'm not including HBCU rivalries. You got to throw it in there too, Josh.
See. If we gonna take it there,
Time tonight, bro.
if
We ain't working.
we can separate it because we can separate the game that like the fans' hatred, not the fans like rivalry, and then we can do like just the atmosphere overall for the game. I'll say one of the best ones. Not one of the best ones, but I'll say the best kept secret is Grambling and Southern. That game that comes on
yes.
TV all the time. It's
Saturday
just
at 2
never know.
Saturday at 2 o'clock on NBC.
We was watching that when we were younger. Like that game always been coming on. It's consistent. It's pretty much most of those years that they were playing. Most teams were either going to the SWAC championship or they were having a decent season. So I'll say, man, Southern Grambling down there in Louisiana, that is definitely a game.
Down in the Caesars Dome.
Man, they look forward to that. So I'll say that's definitely up there. But man, I gotta take it to. We can even take it to North Carolina. We can take it to
NC State, Carolina. Oh yes,
that's a disrespectful game though, because a lot of people say if you couldn't get into UNC, you went to NC State.
You went to NC State.
Yeah, so a lot of people they kind of like to drag that joke. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people say UNC is just, a whole bunch of kind of stuck up people, and then you go to NC State. So it's a lot of trash talk within that game. I like that game too. That's one on my list. But I've been taking this game that I've been watching on TV recently.
What's
UCF
that?
and University of South Florida.
Now
That
that's
game
a battle of Florida.
always snaps.
You got I give you another one. Florida State and the Florida Gators.
Florida State and Florida. Come on. That's
Hey, this is this. So you got three rivalries. You got three rivalries. You got four rivalries down in Florida. You got Miami, Florida State, UCF, and what's the other school?
It's University of South Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're missing one.
Fam, EMU Bethune-Cookman. That's a battle.
We're missing a game.
What game?
In Alabama.
We'll get that in a minute.
We ain't even get to Alabama yet. That's crazy. The thing about it is, we went from Louisiana, hopped over Alabama, and went to Florida. So how we hopped over Alabama to go to Florida when we could have slid from Louisiana, Alabama, then Florida? Come on, man. The War Eagle versus the Crimson Tide. Come on. Man. That's crazy. That game is
excuse my land, but hell yeah.
That game is literally like, that's a rivalry. That separates Alabama.
What about the time they had the missed field? They had a missed field goal. They ran it back for a touchdown.
It ran it back for a touchdown.
Freshman. Y'all remember that?
Boy, do you know how many people
that was funny.
It was crying for joy, and they was also crying like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe we lost."
They were throwing toilet paper on the trees in Alabama, bro.
Trees.
If both teams were good, I would say Florida State and Miami, but they're not good anymore. Throw that out.
That's ever since the Orange Bowl been gone, hey, they hit like a soft tissue part of Florida. See, it's all when Alabama was getting all the guys like Amari Cooper and most of the game on defense. Since Cristobal, when he was at Alabama, he kept plucking kids out of Florida to go to Alabama, which I don't blame them kids for going to Alabama.
Nah.
Oh, I get you. Oh, because Miami had been the top dog since 2001, going to 2001 to 05. They still got draft. Don't get me wrong. They still got all the draft picks right now, but they haven't been the top dog since they was in the Orange Bowl. Now they're off in the NFL stadium. I don't like that how they play in the hard play in the actual stadium. Though. It's like they're borrowing that stadium just to play. You know what I mean?
Facts. If we it's a lot of stuff on the East Coast too. We ain't really
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech,
much of a rivalry. I mean, that's not much of a rivalry, though.
No, yes, it is. The state of Georgia, yes, it is. Whoa.
He got it.
Whoa.
No one got it.
Whoa. It's the state of Georgia on the line, bro. Like, come on now.
That because I was going to say when I researched that thing go all the way back to the early 1900s. The way they hate each other. So
yes.
Of course. I hear from my mom. But in terms of game,
we all know who normally wins that one.
Yeah. In terms of game plays.
That's true. A rivalry does have to be somebody who steps up. What about Notre Dame USC? Is that considered a rivalry, or is that just a game they play?
That's just a game they play.
It's a game they play.
Okay.
Because that's not. You know what? That's not even a real rivalry game. That's just like a regular season game that USC trying to USC trying to get hold on USC trying to get into the Pac-12 and Notre Dame trying to get a bowl game bid because they're not even in the conference.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and
But who is
I would
Notre
even
Dame's
put
rival?
Texas and
Rival,
Oklahoma
like
in
who is
that
Boston College?
range.
Like
Yeah.
who's? Like, do
I
they
mean,
have a
hey, I mean, Owen, I mean, Josh just got a point though. They have a rivalry team, like for real.
Who?
But I'll give you, I'll give you one that's on the West Coast that played two games on the West Coast. No, make it three. Oregon State,
Mm-hmm.
UCLA, USC,
Mm-hmm.
California against Stanford. Because that's about a
Ooh,
California.
yeah, Stanford. Yeah.
That's yeah.
Oh, Colorado.
Ooh,
Oh, how about Colorado University against Colorado State?
Yeah.
that's one.
Utah State.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Arizona,
Oh,
Arizona State,
Washington State.
Washington State. That's crazy. That's a good
The
one.
Apple Cup this Friday. The Apple Cup.
Yeah.
Damn, how we get to the West and we ain't even talk about Ole Miss and Mississippi State? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Ole
is
Miss, Mississippi
Yeah,
State,
Mississippi State.
Michigan State, and Penn State. Yeah. So we got some good rivalry games at the end of at this part of the season. This is what I like about this is what I like about Thanksgiving weekend. Okay, you got the SWAC game this Saturday at 2:00 on NBC. You got, of course, behold, my Oregon Ducks playing against.
did you? Well, we're not gonna let you do that. We're not gonna let you do that. I know you ain't just saying no. Behold the Oregon Ducks.
I mean, hey, you see the sleeve,
You see the colors,
They
right?
they have
you see the
one good
sleeve,
season.
bro,
They
dog.
have
You see
one
the
good
sleeves.
season.
You see.
First of all, that's a really nice shirt.
Thank you,
That
thank
is
you.
a really nice shirt. But we're not gonna let you just say behold the
You
Oregon
see,
Ducks after one good season.
I know
you
you
see
gonna
the
make me
sleeve.
turn into an Oregon State fan if you doing all of this.
Don't
You
start
see the
posting the
sleeve.
beavers.
You see the sleeves.
All right, man.
You
Maybe
see it. Hate on me.
hey,
Hate on me.
don't
Hate
get
on me.
whacked up by no beaver, man. Beaver be smacking their tails and stuff, man. They be building.
I heard that's gonna be hurt too. I heard her joints hurt too.
Yeah. What the duck gonna do? He gonna quack? No.
Quack quack. Hey, quack quack. You're like, hey, Josh. You're like quack quack.
No. Beavers are definitely not.
Oh snap. Boston. Oh yeah, and Harvard. Forgot about them.
Good
The Ivy
gracious.
League.
Ivy League.
That's
Yeah, I
a
forgot about that.
that's a real rivalry. Yale and Harvard. Good gracious.
Jackson State and Alcorn.
That was that.
That was the biggest rivalry before Coach Prime got hired. Because I mean
Yeah.
Alcorn used to beat up on Jackson State.
Yeah.
A&T and Central.
Antes and Central can get really can that man. They talk a lot of trash. Ante and Central. That game was definitely that was a
Because
fun
I
game.
never forget my dad and my his friend went to see A&T and Central play.
Oh, he was
And
there too. Oh,
yeah, this was 2017. This was 2017 though, right?
Okay.
And both pregame, both teams went in the middle of the logo, right? And start joining each other. I think my dad said one player he got ejected before the game even started. Told him to
Good
take his pads
gracious.
off and wear a hoodie on.
Ain't even started. That's crazy. Norfolk State Hampton.
Battle of the Bay, battle of the bands. Two HBCU schools across the water come together between Hampton or Norfolk State. Well, eventually, you got to come to Virginia anyway. You got to come to water. You got to come to Southside.
So literally, bro. Yeah, that thing is definitely it separates families. You know what I'm saying? Some people went to Hampton, some people in another state. Some people don't like Hampton. Literally, some people don't like Hampton, and some people honestly cannot stand Norfolk State at all. So it definitely
Definitely cutting the basketball too.
oh my gosh, basketball is worse because you really can hear the trash talking. So basketball is worse. So yeah, bro, like that's definitely a good one, I think, that we actually get to experience all the time. So yeah,
I would say Jackson State and Southern.
that's one.
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely when they play at Southern, because I remember when Jackson State played at Southern last year. End of the game, I thought they were gonna fight because they upset because Jackson State is back up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Because Southern they used to beating Jackson State all them years, way before Coach Prime even mentioned Jackson State. Because
But
I'm
yeah,
like,
now they ain't doing none of that.
because like Coach Prime said, mention who is swag, baby.
Man, that man, he's a catchphrase, a walking catchphrase.
Yes, but I think Jackson State can get Central. I really do think so.
Yeah, I don't see Central having
But
nothing.
this is a like last year. Coach Prime lost to South Carolina State. He
Mm.
had to get hit. Check this out. He had to get his foot in the door and get comfortable in the Celebration Bowl. But I think now he got an offensive coordinator now. He got a full staff now. He had to revamp that staff on the summer, getting the offensive coordinator that now last year, I can say this about Coach Prime and the staff. He kept bouncing around offensive coordinators. He didn't have like a true offensive coordinator full time. He kept relying on the quarterback coach, the tight end coach. It worked in the conference, but when we played South Carolina State, it seemed like Shallow felt uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with offensive coordinator now that we got that revamped staff and we got the conditioning coach too from Georgia, that actually revamping the whole Jackson State football team. That's the reason why they got the undefeated record.
I can agree. I can agree to that. And he does. He looks way, way more poised. So yeah.
Because like when we had that team in the spring, he had that old he had that other head coach's job, other head coach's players. That wasn't his whole players. Now Travis Hunter, Deion Sanders 2.0.
God, gosh, that man is. I just don't know.
He line up offense and defense like Deion Sanders did with the Cowboys.
In college, I have not seen that. I have not seen that before in college. I haven't noticed it in college before.
Devin Hester did it with Miami. He the only player that done that.
Yeah, I ain't even noticed. Yeah, so for him to be doing that, man, is boy.
I mean, Jackson State, I think they the new bad boys of the SWAC. I'm saying it right now. I know a lot of people can get on me later on, but all I'm saying is this. I state my opinion on certain things. Jackson State is new bad boys of the SWAC. Because every Saturday, HBCU football at Jackson State, they're gonna put on the show. Was in the band, the crowd, Coach Prime, Shador, Shallow, Travis Hunter. Oh my God. You mean Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders in the same backfield? Oh Lord. A deep belief in love, man.
It's crazy. Yeah, in the same back, and then you got Aubrey Miller for your linebacker. It's like
He going to reach his Senior Bowl.
crazy. That man is I really
Now,
see him. He's ready for the league.
now when they had James Houston last year, he went to NFL last year, this year,
Yes,
bro.
yeah.
I mean, I'm talking. He got James Houston, Aubrey Miller, Shallow Sanders, Nugget.
Yep.
I mean, Lotto from Alabama. Boy, they put a whooping on Alabama State. No, Alabama A&M. He get Coach Prime gave him that pink scooter. He get Coach that pink scooter. I was like,
He
yo,
was
that's
talking about
crazy.
his scooter, man. So he gave him a pink scooter.
That was funny. But is what about Morgan State and Howard in the rivalry?
Sheesh. Morgan State and Howard is
Ah,
definitely up there. That's definitely up there. That's DC Baltimore. That's a rivalry. Period. DC and versus Baltimore. They talk trash about each other as just the community. But for the colleges, it's definitely a rivalry. Howard and Morgan definitely talk a lot of trash.
mm-hmm.
Mm, what was I thinking? Morehouse and Tuskegee. That
Yeah,
when we go into deeper into HBCU, that is a huge rivalry. Morehouse versus Tuskegee. They talk a lot of trash against each other. Uh,
I would say
Virginia State, Virginia Union. We can even take
oh yeah,
that.
that's a big rivalry. What about Elizabeth City and
Who is
what's
that?
the other who's that rival in Elizabeth City? Chawan.
Shawan. That is one. That is one. I think it's also who's not too far from Elizabeth City.
St. Andrews.
Augustine.
Yeah, St.
Augustine.
Augustine, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keyshawn went there.
Yeah.
'Cause Keyshawn went there for like 1 year, then he transferred to Norfolk State going his sophomore year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Johnson C. Smith and Livingstone.
Yes.
That is an rivalry. Johnson C. Smith and Livingstone. They practically have to be separated on the field because they ready to throw down. Basketball, they ready to throw down in basketball. They ready to throw down in football. They probably ready to throw down in track and field or something. But
Oh,
they
oh
see each
yeah.
other on the other side of
Hell
the track.
yeah.
That becomes very into a rivalry as well.
How about
Unfortunately, mm-hmm.
how about let's see, this off college, but high school, Austin Smith
we
Western
gonna take it
Branch.
there. If we gonna take it there,
Hey,
Oscar
hey,
and Western.
we got time. We ain't working tomorrow. We ain't working tomorrow, so
Oscar
I got
Smith
time. I
and
got time
Western.
tonight, bro.
Oscar Smith and Western Branch. That is about to be,
That should be the
man.
next rivalry, the
It
next few
has to.
years.
It has to be because in basketball, if they play each other, I hope Western Branch has a team because normally Oscar Smith has one. So I hope Western Branch has a team in basketball this year. I haven't heard too much about them, but
The way they
man,
stumped Austin Smith last Friday, bro. My
man,
whole Twitter, my whole I ain't gonna lie to you, my whole Twitter feed went crazy and berserk. Cause think about it, when they had the regular season, they beat Austin Smith beat Western Branch 2-0.
mm-hmm.
So these Chesapeake schools started to realize that hey, we can beat Austin Smith. I don't know how, but they can be beat though.
Phoebus realized they could beat them, and then Phoebus then proceeded to drag them. Like I can't fathom that game. I need somebody that was at that game to kindly explain to me how Oscar Smith lost 56-0.
But you
How they
remember
lost.
last year's when Phoebus played Austin Smith last
They
year, Smith
killed
beat
them.
they
I
killed them
went to that
56.
game and they killed them boys. That was unnecessary. Unnecessarily.
See,
Why
they
they
go too
killed them.
far. See, the thing about Coach Scott and that staff, they don't got no discipline on their team. That's the problem. That's the problem that I respect Austin Smith as a football program, but the main problem is they don't got no discipline on. They don't have any discipline on that team like Indy River did. That's why I always feel that they always be like the favorite in their district, win a state championship every year. But when they come to the regular play, they don't have any discipline when they play these Chesapeake schools or even these beach schools. That's the main problem with the zones. Cause I wish they can break these zones up and have people from Campbell and South Norfolk go to Indian River, and people from from Crestwood go to Austin Smith, and make it a good rivalry.
Yeah, everybody's
Cause,
having
cause some kids from Crestwood go to Indian River. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Some kids from Crestwood neighborhood go to Indian River for some reason. They need to just go ahead and just break that zone up. I've been saying this for 15 years now. They need to just break the zone up because Indian River recruitment is going down.
It is because a lot of
Because
kids wanted to go to other places.
they going to Indian River's backyard and getting players from Indian River's backyard to go play at Austin Smith. Just like Rico. Remember Rico?
Mm-hmm.
He came from Austin Smith. But he transferred. He was at Austin Smith for football, and he transferred to Indian River. And then Beckett, he told me he was coming to Indian River because he said he was because at first Coach Morgan didn't give him a lot of offers. I think it had something to do with it. I think because then Beckett came, then Omar came, which I was shocked. Omar did. I did call Omar that offseason. He said he was coming, and then Tyant was coming. Keenan, Kareem, oh man, Isaiah.
There's no reason why we didn't. There's no reason why we didn't win that year. Like,
because we was the favorite. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, we was the when we got all them guys that came. They was the favorite in the 5A district to win the state championship that year. During me and Owen's junior year.
Absolutely no.
You had Yulee from he came from what's that school? Lakeland, yeah. And then Italian, he just finished off the playoff run with Great Bridge previously going to in my sophomore year. So we had that team before I came along. We had guys. We had Kyron, Jameek, mostly everybody, man. Good coaching staff, Furby.
A lot of people, like you said, a lot of people transferred. A lot of people came in to, make the team to what it was. So, yeah, I definitely say Indian River, Oscar Smith. That's probably
the biggest rivalry in football.
The biggest rivalry to me in football, but a rivalry that's not really a rivalry that I've seen in basketball.
What's that?
It's Malcolm and Booker T.
Yeah,
those are some of the best games I watched, talent-wise. But it's not. The thing about it, that's a recent rivalry. That's not even Malcolm and Wilson. It's a bigger rivalry because they have been, Malcolm and Manor now. Changing the name to Manor.
Shout out to my mom's school, by the way, and my dad's school. They went. Yeah, they finally got their name back, Missy Elliott.
Yeah, yes sir. But
because every time my dad, they used to joke about the pastor used to joke about their school about who was they don't have they like when they was what was that school before they had Manor
Wilson.
Was it Wilson? He said talking about Wilson. Now he don't have a school. That's the funny about it.
So Wilson people no longer have a school, but they still in the history. They have a school. So, yeah.
I would say Lake Taylor and Morey. That's the biggest rivalry I've seen in football.
Lake Taylor and Morey definitely snaps. Phoebus, Hampton.
Phoebus. See, Phoebus, they can beat Hampton because Hampton. I used to hate facing Hampton in the playoffs when they was in back then. They was in 5A. Now they're back in 3A. I used to hate facing Hampton because we faced them my freshman year when Devin was playing quarterback, wide receiver, kickoff returns. He was mostly playing everything. Oh, shout out my boy Daz Newsom, by the way. He played at Hampton for the Hampton Cowboys.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
But we got some good college rivalries and high school rivalries. I'll give you one that's out of state rivalry. When Coach Brown used to be at Trinity. Trinity Tigers against Florida A&M High School. That was the biggest rivalry during like early in the season, like mid-August time, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Because so how you guys feel when Western Branch beat Austin Smith last Friday?
I wasn't surprised. I didn't the way Austin Smith lost to Phoebus. I just felt like they were not going to last long in the playoffs. But in reference to a team I could see beating them first, I could see them. I was going to see them lose to Austin Smith. I mean, to Western Branch. I didn't. I wasn't. I was confused because I was like, "Is this a breakdown of the team? Is it players not wanting to play anymore?" I'm still confused because I just don't know why they lost that game. But yeah, I wasn't shocked at all. I kind of had Branch winning because I just felt like if you lose that close, man, you got a chance.
Because like I remember when I was coaching in Indian River, right? My first year when we lost to Western Branch, my senior year at that stadium, and I looked at the schedule during the off season when I actually became assistant coach, student coach during the off season, and I asked Coach Furby, "Do we ain't got any chance of being Western Branch during the season, like that last part of the season, get the number one seed again?" He said, "Possibility we might have faced Western Branch because I think Western Branch was coming to Indian River. That's what I was thinking. Because you know every year like a school go to a road school, then they got to come over to home school the next year. So I said, okay. Last time Indian River beat Austin Smith to beat Western Branch was my sophomore year when Coach Ferry first started head coaching. That's when they had Tyrese Givens Wilson, Kyron, Jameed, Dirty, Yulee, most of the guys. Let's see, Griffin, Jonathan Griffin. And Marcus Campbell, yeah, because Marcus Campbell came from Florida. He came down from Florida. I remember that. Cause I said it's a whole lot different. Florida ball different than it's a whole lot different down here. You play them cold games. So I actually teared up when we beat Western Branch. Cause I said the drought is over. It's over. It's over because I said to myself that if we don't beat Western Branch gonna be in the playoffs next week, play facing Austin Smith, and we don't want that. Because I think we had a tiebreaker with Austin Smith and Kings Ford. Because we lost to Kings Ford and Austin Smith back to back. And Coach Furby said we got a tiebreaker. I said, "What you mean tiebreaker?" He said, "Remember we lost to Kings Ford and Austin Smith?" I said, "Yeah." The Kings Ford playing Austin Smith that night. At the same time, I said, "We just gotta win, get number one seed, and hopefully get one or two things: a Western Branch win, no, a Kings Ford win or Austin Smith loss." So it's like, you know, but luckily the Western Branch fans are terrible when they play in the room at Western Branch. They're terrible. They were saying F River this, F River that, all that bull junk, you know.
Wow.
I think this is my first time you telling this story, Josh. That happened. Because Western Branch is like Indian River a little bit. That's like a home game for us. It's like playing like in the same stadium though, but different though, you know. But I'll give you one. Nazareth River and Lakeland. That's a rivalry right there.
Nazareth River and Lakeland. That is a rivalry.
And Indian River and Nazareth River too, because I hate Nazareth River so bad, bro.
Battle of the rivers, the name rivers, yeah.
Because I'll never forget, we lost them in the playoffs when my last time coaching. Because I think I told you this, Josh.
That game kind of that threw me off. I was like, man, ain't no way.
Because
we lost to Nazareth.
What happened when we played them early in the season at their stadium? They didn't use a wing T offense. I noticed that in the first half when they came over to Indian River, they used a wing T offense the entire time. That's why I see a bunch of points going up in the air. And I looked embarrassed. I ain't. It was nothing that we can do as a coaching staff.
Right.
We try making adjustments, and I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the scoreboard. I like we should be up on these boys.
But nah, it was ready. So
I think I got out coached that game. The second time because we beat them the first time over in that stadium over in Nazareth River, but I think I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I got out coached that game, man.
it all happens. It all
I was
happens.
feeling like Coach Prime when we lost to South Carolina State. I was feeling like that before he came to Jackson State. I was feeling like that.
Yeah, that game is. I can't even go back to that game. I was like, yo, what is going on?
Like the entire time, I was the entire time the whole staff was frustrated. And we trying to figure out what kind of offense was that. And he had a quarterback over here, a backup quarterback running standing like he a running back. You know, he hiked the ball. I'm like, what type of play is this? I'm like, what the world?
Dang. Yeah, it's total. Like when your defense gets totally confused. Yeah, that's.
And then the part that was funny, he did the quarterback spin. He did the spin. Then he took off running.
Oh my. Yeah, that defensive line was like, they had no idea.
Because I never forget we played Nazareth River when I resigned. When I didn't go back, I didn't go back to coaching because I went to work full time, and they beat Nazareth River real bad. It was like 40 something to 12 because they saw what happened in the playoff
Right.
that year, and then we faced them again in the playoffs again. We know what was coming, so you know.
We took care of it. So yeah.
But I just think Western Branch. I think they got to play somebody on the road this Friday. I think because I don't think they can host a home game for the playoff, depending on what seed they are. You know. But it'd be real funny if they, huh?
No, I was.
But I think it'd be real funny if they win that game this Friday and then compete next week for the regionals.
I think they can.
Who they play, you know.
I forget who they play, but I think they can.
I mean that coach ever since that first coach stepped down, it seemed like the program got better. Because when we had Keyshawn and Devin on the team, they barely beat Indian River that year. My senior, they barely beat them because we were close. It was like 27 to 21.
Mm.
And that was the team. That was the same year Dirty got hurt. He got hurt in a non-contact injury against Bethel, man. First game of the season.
Mm.
I was like, it was like remember how OBJ got hurt in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, nobody touched him. Yeah,
anybody ain't touched Dirty. He caught the ball. Anybody ain't touched him. The same happened to Julian Edelman because he tore his I think he tore his foot. I think ligament in his foot. He was out for the whole season, the preseason against Detroit. Them injuries, they are serious though.
Oh, for sure. Like to not do anything. Nobody touch you. You just step the wrong way, and then your whole leg just give out, or your foot, whatever. That's crazy.
Same happened to Booby Miles in Friday Night Lights.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Booby. Dang, that's a good movie.
I'll give you a rivalry: Dallas Carter and that football team in Friday Night Lights.
Yeah,
For the battle for the state championship.
that's funny. Dallas Carter, which is definitely a real school. Yeah, so.
The Dallas Carter Cowboys. But
Morris Brown versus Atlanta A&T and Drumline.
Oh yeah.
That's a rivalry.
Oh yeah, Atlanta A&T. You know that's not even real school, but that's. I give you one. What's that school Stump the Yard? What's that school? I can't think of it. Y'all seen Stump the Yard, right?
I can't remember the school. I forgot the school's name, but it was just the fraternities that didn't like each other.
It's like Reverend Data, Reverend Dude.
So yeah, that was funny.
I remember the time. I seen Stump the Yard 2 Homecoming. That's my first time seeing that.
Yeah, they shouldn't have made that one. Stop playing.
I heard that movie. They had some bad ratings on that movie though.
It wasn't
For real
good.
though.
They could have saved that one. Just like they made a Drumline 2. That was trash.
That was so trash. Nick
They
Cannon
should
showed up.
Oh yeah, that was the good part about it. Nick Cannon just he just abruptly showed up, but it was no saving that one.
No, the first one was the first. I heard the first one. I heard someone told me the first Drumline was on regular TV. Is that true?
The first.
What you mean? That he came out on regular TV?
Yeah.
Nah, it
They
came out
showed
on
it on.
Oh yeah,
They
that's what I
showed it
thought.
on VH1.
Okay.
They always show it on there. I don't
They
know.
they always show it now, but it didn't just come to straight to TV. That was
I think my first HBCU experience movie was Drumline, the first one.
I think
With the
mine
band,
had to be
with the band and the football, you know.
yeah. What's that Spike Lee jump? School Days.
Oh my gosh. School Days with Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Radio Raheem. Shout out RIP to him.
That was my yeah. It's a lot of movie rivalries that you can even talk about. But yeah, it's crazy.
How about now football movies? Yeah, remember the Titans, Friday Night Lights. I remember seeing Friday Night Lights when I was about 5 or 6, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what got me into watching high school football. You know, this is how Friday Night Lights would be.
Right.
You know, 'cause that, bro, like that Friday Night Lights after school, you ain't got to worry about nothing but the game, bro.
That's true. Yeah, some towns are definitely dedicated towards high school football in the U.S. Man, they just faithfully they'll shut down the town just to go to a
They shut
game.
down that store and say, "Hey, I'm going to the game. I'm closed because I'm going to the game." You know.
We don't have that around here, so
Boy, we had that, boy. You be seeing Inter on TV all the time, bro, on Friday nights. I'm serious though. But only team that be on TV a lot is Austin Smith. That's all you see is
Facts.
Austin Smith on regular local channel ESPNU. Shoot, I watch Trinity more. I watch Austin Smith when Coach Prime was coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Hart, you know, that used to be a powerhouse before they left. You know.
Yeah, they won like literally every year. So yeah,
But
they used to snack.
but do you think Inter gonna be a powerhouse in football anytime soon, like they did in the '90s? I'm asking y'all, you know.
Hope so. That's the only thing I can do is hope. Honestly, I don't see it. I don't see it coming. I think maybe more basketball, maybe, but I don't see it right now. But hopefully, it will happen. Hopefully, some kids will come around and bring it back to how it used to be. But
Ever since me and Coach Faber and most of the staff that's not coaching there, we seem like the coach. I knew the talent was going down once I left, though. I knew that from the beginning, like for real. I was like, something got to change, man. But I still got a high hope that Inter might get Oscar back in the future for football, though. I can still see that, though.
Yeah, I could see it. Not just being a one-time thing. I think we could do it again. So,
Especially we had Dominic at quarterback because he came after I resigned. I think I told you this, Josh. I said that Dominic might be coming back, going to quarterback
right.
because RP to him though. I miss him though, bro.
Definitely. Definitely. But yeah, I think we could beat Smith more than one time, you know.
Because Smith ain't all that when they play Indian River. We saw that we saw that end of this season.
Yeah, they should have won that game, but nah, they're not because it's just everybody steps up to play.
Exactly. I think like if you have like a good team around Indian River, you can beat Austin Smith you can compete with Austin Smith every year. Because even now, it's like it's gonna be Indian Austin Smith in basketball, but football that's gonna take some time, you know.
Yeah, definitely basketball.
Someone asked me a question. Do you think a lot of people think I should leave Oregon and go to Indian River, be a head coach in Indian River again? You know,
I mean, if it's on the table, would you?
only thing they got to do is give me my own coaching staff. That's the only thing they got to give me.
Personally, I would go with Auburn with Deion Sanders.
Cry.
I'm not going to Auburn. I don't want that. I don't want that. And don't you say Virginia 2023. Don't you even say that.
I was just joking when I said that.
I know.
I would.
For 2023, no, but
But like I said, I haven't talked to nobody. I haven't talked to no coaches. I haven't talked to no university about head coaching jobs. I'm not even interested in interviewing head coaching jobs right now.
Decision 2023.
No decision 2023.
Just like LeBron, man.
You know what's funny? I'm hearing my name been bouncing around from me talking about taking jobs somewhere else. I'm like, I haven't talked to nobody, you know.
yeah, we here. That's why they've been talking because they know you about to go somewhere else.
And I told the University of Oregon president and Dan Lane, I said, I'm not going nowhere. Let you guys know. You might hear some bull junk, you know, because a lot of the students saying that, oh, Coach V, he went down to their funeral last week. He might be talking to the University of Virginia. I said, you gonna hear a lot of bull junk, you know. You gotta know, I ain't going nowhere. I'm just paying my respect. You know, I am from Virginia though, you know. Right, Josh?
Yeah, we are from Virginia, but we could see you in another but you get another coaching staff.
Swap that green off for blue. You know.
Real quick.
Nah, but you know my colors are green and the yellow. I'm not even saying green and gold, but the green and the yellow, you know.
Don't say it. No. Green and yellow.
You know, even though my mom thinking that Oregon stole North State colors, I said no.
It would be like we stole their colors.
Like if Oregon played Norfolk State, like if Norfolk State played Oregon down in Norfolk State, if we gotta come down to play Norfolk State, we'll kill y'all.
Of course, but it'll be a really good game.
I know hey, watch this. I know y'all players by the way, so I can say, hey, this is how we're gonna stop them.
Oh my
you
gosh.
are cheating. No,
You're a traitor. You're a traitor.
There will be a lot of people who come to that game. A lot of people.
Oh, it'll be a whole sellout. It'll be a whole sellout because of my homecoming, man.
Yeah.
Boy. Not because Bo Nix is playing. Not because Dan Lanning is coming cross country.
You.
Shoot. You gotta come. Hey. They might say, Shoot, they might say, "Oh, Rashawn, he coming down and face us, the Power 5 team, Oregon Ducks, playing off the state." What if college game day show be there, bro?
Please don't.
They should come to NSU.
They saying this. They saying it's been 10 years since Rashawn left. No. It's been 4 years since Rashawn left Norfolk State to go to the offensive coordinator and head coach, assistant head coach for Oregon. He made his homecoming down in the VA. Well, a lot of people hate me for that, bro. Only thing I didn't do was recruit the 757 to Oregon. That's the only thing that I didn't do because I feel like the town level low down here.
Man,
Shoot, I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, Rashawn not welcome here. Rashawn not welcome. Coach P not welcome here no more. He turned our back on us." I mean, Josh, you did say, "Are you ready for the challenge? Leaving the HBC, go to Power 5 school?"
it seems like you are because you do a lot of trash talking now. Now that you got all good and go. So okay.
Nike in the backyard too. Nike factory in the backyard. Hey, Josh, I say Nike in the backyard too. Shoot,
Oh my gosh.
got the Jordans to go with it, man. Got the Jordan 11s. Shoot, cause we ain't wearing no Kyries. We ain't wearing no Kyries.
You know what? All right, so
Bro, stop talking
thank
about
y'all
Kyrie,
for
bro.
watching. Thank y'all for watching this episode. Rashawn just totally just ruined it.
I thought you liked Kyrie. What happened?
I don't like his shoes though. He got his traction in his shoes, man.
Oh, so you don't like his shoes, but do you like him?
Kyrie, he's a good player. Just his shoes I don't like. I feel like he got too slippery. Now the Kyrie twos, I like those because they got the strap on them, man.
The Kyrie 2 was a really good shoe.
The Kyrie twos remind me of the Diamond Turks when Dion was playing.
Yeah,
You got that Velcro. You got like that Velcro, the strap around, and the Kyrie ones like the Jordan ones a little bit. I like the Kyrie ones. They look like the Jordan.
Yeah.
They look something like this a little bit though.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I think there's Norfolk State. I think they got I think they wearing Greek freaks. I think for Norfolk State. I think.
Yeah. I think I seen him wearing that. Yeah.
And what if college basketball got Puma basketball shoes for college basketball?
That's what I'm waiting on.
I'm waiting for that too.
I really don't know why Puma can't. I don't know what's taking them so long. They got Mellow. They got their own signature lines.
Especially New Balance.
New Balance has teams. New Balance got Boston College. They got Boston College.
No, Boston. They got Adidas.
Basketball.
Oh, I got you.
Because we had this conversation on camera previously, and you swore up and down. I was wrong for football, but for basketball they wear a New Balance, and it's
they do.
I saw the other day. Not Wolford, but it's other school that wears New Balance. But yeah, New Balance got a couple of teams out there, but Puma don't have it. So
what about when we had HBCUs, everybody was wearing Russell Athletic jerseys.
No, that was trash.
Yeah, that was trash.
I like everybody wearing different brands: Under Armour, Adidas, Nike.
Now that Adidas for Alabama State, that's a good colorway with all black with the gold helmet, with the colorway cleats like with the white, the black, the gold. You can mix color brands with anything, man. Cause
now, Howard with Jordan brand goes. Great.
that Jordan line they got. What if Norfolk State had Jordan brand for football?
Oh,
and
that'll
for
go.
basketball. And
That'll
for
go.
basketball.
I
You know
even
how
take I'll
huh?
take Adidas now. Honestly, if they can just switch it up, because I really feel like Nike just don't do nothing no more for
Do you think Norfolk State might go to Adidas in the future? I
nah.
mean, I'm asking you though.
No, they gonna stay with Nike, but I would it would look good even if
It'll
it
look
was
good.
Under Armour. It'll look good.
Now they got some Under Armour shirts at Norfolk State apparel and Dick's Sporting Goods.
Right, right. But it
So
just yeah.
it can bounce around, but I don't see Norfolk State going with Under Armour soon. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if Coach Prime was coaching, they be wearing Under Armour.
Right, right. They would have to. Yeah.
Or like he was coaching at Florida State, Under Armour. If he had
Not
that beef,
switching. Not switching.
because he had that beef with Nike. He still got beef with Nike, so
Florida State will not switch for Coach Prime. That's why
Oh
they probably
no, but Louisville.
they
I
will
like Louisville's
definitely like
colorway with Adidas with that jersey line they got for football and basketball.
Louisville snaps.
Especially when they wear their all white. Oh my gosh, with the white cleats.
Don't y'all don't who else has Adidas? Miami got
Miami,
Adidas.
they got it
Yeah.
now. They got a good jersey colorway with the orange, the green, the white, the black. But I never get when it's the first time with Adidas 2015. They had that first jersey. I still got it in my closet. They had the Adidas logo in the middle of the jersey thing of the jersey. It looked like a high school jersey, man, when they first started out.
Mm.
I like that. I wish the football teams would go back to that with Adidas, man. Had the Adidas logo in the middle. But Clemson got some good stuff for Clemson. And Nike joint. Sheesh.
They ain't gone. Clemson ain't really gone crazy in a minute for real with jerseys. So
Y'all wear that all
we
purple. I like that though. When y'all wear that all purple.
we definitely can though. But yeah, they ain't really get creative.
The only time they never got creative when they brought the white helmets back.
Yeah,
And they
that was
finally got blue pants to go with the all blue. When they were all blue my junior year with
that
the
was
white
fly.
socks,
Yeah.
with the
Mm-hmm.
white cleats. Oh my gosh. Cause I wasn't a big fan of dark blue my freshman year because we had Josh, we had the light blue jerseys my freshman year.
Yeah, I didn't like those.
I hated the dark blue helmets with the match with that. It did not that combination, no. Uh-uh.
Yeah, getting the white helmets was definitely the best investment. But I feel like if high school, like if you could switch from helmets, like wear the blue
Like
helmets one day, then wear the white ones one day, like if you could do that, that'll be cool.
I think we'd make a donation to the football program in Indian River, I think.
Facts.
Because I think if we do that, see, here's the problem I got this is the part I'm still mad about to this day. Indian River was this close to getting Adidas jerseys my first year coaching.
What happened with that? Why y'all ain't get them?
They was saying that Miss Dunbar, excuse me, that principal. Well, I'm just gonna say it anyway because we just talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Dunbar didn't want to pay a lot of money to get the new uniforms, but she had the money the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I was kind of. That's the reason I'm kind of. That's when I'm still kind of mad with them to this day because of that. Because you see Hickory now, they got Adidas uniforms,
Hickory, yeah, they're sweet. Those are sweet.
but Hickory they got now. I heard Hickory got Under Armour now.
Okay.
But you see like Grassfield, Great Bridge.
Grassfield goes crazy. Yeah.
Now Great Bridge they had Adidas my senior year when they had the all gray Adidas jersey with the green helmet. So I
I
thought it was
remember.
like Oregon. It looked exactly like Oregon, but they had it. But this is Adidas though. I thought it was like Oregon. I was like, wait a minute. When they came in the river, I was like, wait a minute.
I don't remember that. Okay, that's what's up. Damn,
But
Hickory had gray jerseys too. Why did Great Bridge have gray jerseys? Oh my.
they had a great bridge on. It was like the green. It was like green and gray. It was like dark gray and green, something like that.
Oh no. I'm
With
glad
with
I.
the with like the dark green helmet to go with it.
Mm-mm.
But I heard one of the players I talked to on that team said their Adidas dress was like too tight to wear. It's
Yeah,
something
they
about that
did look
fabric.
kind of. Yeah, they did look kind of like
He
snug. I
said it
guess
looked
it
like
was.
a he said it looked like wearing like a basketball jersey that's
Yeah,
like
like
so tight.
a tighter fit. Yeah.
Because at first we went to the tech center and I tried his jersey on right, and he said that's a large. He said it's a large. I said that's a large. He said yeah. Man, that large felt like it was small, so tight, man.
Hey yo,
He
a
said he said
large so small.
he said it's that material that Adidas got.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
I caught somebody wearing Nike cleats with Adidas stuff one time. We was playing Hickory. We was playing
Oh.
Hickory, man.
Oh no. Ooh no.
Man, if any ever went in Adidas jerseys that year, man, Adidas
That would have
stock would
snapped.
gone. Adidas stock would have gone up, man.
That definitely would have snapped.
Because at first we didn't have a Nike contract deal with Nike. I didn't even know that it was a sponsor, but we had a contract though. Like I still got a contract with Under Armour for so many years, you know.
Yeah. We just had a sponsor on, man.
With
See, that's why Puma needs to come up. They need to come
exactly
grab something, somebody's school that's just it's not normal. You know what I'm saying? You can
right.
get a contract going. So yeah.
Shoot, because I think now Bethel got Reebok because of Allen Iverson for basketball. That's according to what I
Obviously,
heard.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Now Reebok game is coming back to basketball.
Right.
It's slowly coming back because I seen Allen Iverson wearing, and Allen Iverson went to Bethel, and they gonna give him his own brand line for Bethel. Like, come on now.
Right. So yeah, they already covered. So yeah.
So only schools that not covered is some other Hampton schools um like some like what's that school Gloucester.
Yeah, Gloucester and
They
all
they
them.
they, they need money bad for their uniforms, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They still got the same Russell Athletic uniforms from back in the day. But I seen like a lot of principals wearing Under Armour polo inner polo shirts, man.
Oh yeah,
My
yeah,
senior
yeah.
year.
I
I'm like,
saw
what
that.
is going on? I'm like, did y'all sign a contract with Under Armour? Y'all not telling me something?
Nah, they just got a Under Armour polo that was blue and slapped the Unilever logo on it.
Man, what if Miami went to Under Armour for football, man?
That would be garbage. That
Well,
would not
yeah,
be good.
kind of think about it. Yeah, that's true. But do you think Norfolk State might rebound for football next year during the spring during recruiting? We'll get recruiting in 2023 in January when they get the commits going.
I hope so, because he ain't got long.
I
He
think Coach
got
Roto.
he got another 3 years to figure it out. Well, not another 3 years, but he has a couple more years to figure it out because it's they didn't bring him here to lose. So like this. So I believe he can if he recruits well. But it's kind of hard when you lose. A lot of kids don't want to stay, and plus people leaving now. So a lot of transfers. So
'Cause
mm,
it's like even though like seem like the problem seem like ever since I left Norfolk State seem like the recruiting no not recruiting seem like the level of confidence for the football team is like they don't care like they used to care back then when Pete Adrian was there.
mm, yeah,
Because that year 2011 team, that team was stacked with the quarterback, good coaching staff. That team was stacked to beat ODU that year
Mm-hmm.
in the FCS playoffs. But it seemed like this team, this staff they got the former players from that team on that staff, which is like right now, which I don't like that. You know, split it up. Like you know how some young coaches and some experienced coaches they came from other schools that can work together, but no, you know,
Right.
because it's like when they lost when they beat. I was shocked to beat South Carolina State last Saturday. I'm still shocked about that.
I saw it happening because I was like, man, South Carolina State not having a good year. So I'm like, it's a possibility we could win. So I was like, it's a possibility we could win, but yeah.
Buddy Pugh, he had a good defense last year because one of them guys in the NFL right now, Durant.
Oh yeah, Kobe Durant.
Kobe Durant. He kept getting that shot at Shador last year. I'm like, but like I said, I think Coach Prime. I think he can win the Celebration Bowl this year. I got a good confident feeling.
Good, yeah, good feeling.
He got made a lot of changes during the summer, getting the conditioning coach from Georgia, offensive coordinator. Finally, they got an offensive coordinator that they can rely on, a good diverse staff. So that's why they had an undefeated record this whole season.
For sure, and I think they can go ahead and just go ahead and do their thing. I wish they would have went to the playoffs, but instead going to the Celebration Bowl is cool as well. But it's no SWAC team that's going to the playoffs though. So yeah.
No, that's the bad part about it. Because FAMU, they almost had it.
Mm-hmm.
They did. They almost had it until they lost to who they lose to. They lost to somebody.
Yeah, I heard they had a Division II school on their schedule, so that's kind of like it's kind of the same way as just FBS. They couldn't get that nod because
they couldn't beat. They almost had trouble with Carolina.
Yeah, so they have that. Depending on your schedule. So yeah.
Yeah. But do you think that coach on the hot seat though?
From the way he started to get to the record he had the rest of the year, nah, I don't think so.
Because like if you fire him, that doesn't make no sense to fire him. Doesn't make no sense to firing him because he's trying to do his best. Now Eddie George, I got Eddie George on the hot seat. Well, this is second year, but they got to get him the recruitment for Tennessee State.
Yeah.
But I think Tennessee State they should be okay next year, but they're not playing Jackson State next year though.
Nope.
I remember that time they used to have the HBCU games on BET, bro, when it was coming up.
Facts, bro. Not no more.
Especially when he's having on ABC too. Like when Southern messed the schedule up for a team, they ABC told them you got to play for prime time games to the afternoon game. They didn't tell ABC no. But it's all good though.
Yeah.
But do you see other HBCU teams making the FCS playoffs or see, there's a problem I got with FCS. They need to have FCS teams make a bowl game for FCS and have other HBCU teams go to the FCS playoff or another bowl game. The Celebration Bowl is fine, but they need to have something else that they can claim themselves as champions.
That's gonna be hard because you ain't really gonna get another bowl game. They ain't gonna give you another one. They gonna give you one. They ain't gonna give you another one. Another team going to SC. Maybe if Central wanted to just play the playoffs, they could play it. I don't know how far they'll go, but I think that could have been a team. But anybody else from the MEAC? Nah.
Norfolk State, they gotta get on board with the program for football. Because that quarterback they got, he's still nice. But he's the main problem. The offensive line got to protect him, man. That's why he took so many hits, man.
Mm.
But they good for recruiting them guys up in Northern Virginia, like in the Richmond area. They're good for doing
Yes,
that.
that's all they recruit is Nova and 804.
In Highland Springs.
Yep, those areas.
But they need to recruit Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Norfolk in their definitely in their backyard. Yeah, Norfolk.
Yeah, but a lot of times those kids don't want to go there no more.
Even my boy Felton, he came from Norcom. He was a class of 2018 because I remember him at church. He's a Mount partner, Josh. Because he committed Norfolk State. He went to Coastal Carolina at the time. Then he transferred. He came back to Coastal Carolina. He went to Norfolk State. But I think they need to go outside of instead of going getting kids from Richmond. They need to get kids from Chesapeake, Norfolk, Virginia Beach. Only guy they got from Virginia Beach, the class of 2020, was Devin Allen from Ocean Lakes, cornerback. The best defensive back in the and for Ocean Lakes was Devin Allen, corner, number 36.
Yeah, I just personally just don't think nowadays kids want to stay so close to home. But if they do, they're going to want to play for Old Dominion.
Now ODU, that coach that got from ODU from Penn State, he was a Penn State recruiter, so he can recruit this area. So I think North State gonna be in the war between ODU. That's a plus. So that's in the same backyard, and that's like 2 blocks down the street from them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was. I'm like, wow, yeah. That ain't too bad, But I still think that Coach Odom, he might. I'm not saying a hot seat, but it's gonna be on panic. It's gonna be on him this season coming up. See what he's gonna do.
Facts,
Next
yeah. See
season.
what he's gonna do, what he's gonna accomplish, yeah.
Cause they got to get him the recruiting. They're not North State football is not. They're not getting him the recruitment. I never heard no 5-star or 4-star go to North State.
Not yet. Mm-mm.
Now they get let's say if they get like another Travis Hunter, then that's something we can talk about.
Sheesh. Just another player of his caliber to go to Norfolk State would be crazy.
That's like when he chose Jackson State over Florida State, and Deion, and they Florida State fans burnt Deion Sanders' jersey, which is stupid though. Because I'm like, how? What did Coach Brown do to you? He went to Florida. What did he do to you? You got burned his jersey. What's wrong with you?
Because supposedly he switched somebody from his alma mater, and he didn't switch. The kid knew where he wanted to go. He felt comfortable with going with Coach Prime. So I don't see it as a problem. They lost the recruiting war. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, because I'm like, this dude actually chose an HBCU over a Power 5, which is a smart move though.
Why are y'all upset? Like, yeah.
Yeah, why you guys are upset though? Like, come on now.
Well, like y'all was gonna win with him anyway.
Yeah. But I still got high hopes for Jackson State for the future.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know how long, you know.
Because Coach
We'll
Prime
see.
did say he's not. Coach Prime did say he's not taking on interviews though.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
and I heard Cadillac. Do you guys remember guys? Do you guys remember the running back Cadillac Williams?
I remember that name. Mm-hmm.
He wasn't at Auburn. He's an interim coach, and he might be a task for the Auburn job.
Mm.
Because I'm hearing Lane Kiffin and Bill O'Brien for the Auburn job, but I don't think Lane Kiffin gonna take that job because he said he probably won't take the job. I couldn't blame him because you coaching at Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave Ole Miss, you gotta buy his contract deal at Auburn. It's more like college football, more like a business than it's like playing the game on Saturday, like rivalry. This is more like a business.
A business now, yeah.
Definitely when I came around too, because that's when I took that deal to Oregon. A lot of I had a lot of hatreds, man. Cause I told you, Josh, I said here's on the table was Oregon, re-sign back in the office state, or the Floridas, and I ended up choosing Oregon over. Cause I remember you did say I'm gonna stay down there, but I remember you did say I'll still be your agent, but I'm not going on the Northwest though. I remember you did say that though.
No, because I'm not. It's too cold. The weather is never one designated. Like, it never wants to be one area. It's going to be cold. It's going to rain. No. Can't take it,
Cause
bro.
it
And
got
plus, it's too far.
it got to like 56 degrees in Oregon today, I think.
But
It
that
was like
56 degrees feels different.
yeah, it does.
Virginia, 56 degrees.
Cause different that Seattle area, they rain all the time in Seattle.
Right?
I know my
No.
mom said she went to Seattle for a business trip when she was working, and she said all it did just rain.
See?
Different
All it
hey,
did was just rain.
time zone different though. I'm like, oh, this is crazy though. But I heard they trying to let go back to where it used to be in the spring next year during this time, not turn the clocks back,
Oh,
keep
yeah,
it
yeah,
forward.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
They need to just leave it alone, like for real, because I'm sick and tired of turning these clocks back every single year. I'm sick of it.
Facts. Facts.
Cause I'm like, this
Facts.
all meant because even like some states don't do daylight saving time, which is stupid though.
I think I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, for us, it's worse on a sun. Definitely a Sunday morning. If you turn your clocks back,
Oh, yeah, the Sunday morning. Yeah.
it's worse. And then it get dark early about like 4 o'clock, 4:15. I'm like, dog. Because even when I wake up now, like before we turn the clock back, it used to be like pitch black.
Facts, bro.
You couldn't see a thing when the sun came about like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm like, okay. But they need to just leave it alone and just let it stay there. Don't even worry about turning the clocks back. Just keep it
Trying to mess
forward,
with
man.
it, yeah.
Because if you mess with it, there's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you. 'Cause I'm like, I see people like that. It's like it throws like it throws people's schedule off in the mornings, even in the afternoon. And now I gotta see my aunt or granddaddy on Saturday to Sunday because it'd be too late, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think like if they say that they're gonna let the clock spring ahead next year during this time, just leave that joint alone. That's all I gotta say. Just leave that joint alone. Cause my mom said it's rough on her one time because she said, what time is it? I said, daylight savings because I used to turn the clocks back early like that Saturday night instead of doing like that Sunday. And she said, I'm so confused. I said, you be all right. I said, you be all right.
I'm crying.
Yeah, because I'm like, but sometimes they like sometimes they can be kind of annoying though. Sometimes though, 'cause like them time zones. It's like, what time is it? Or what is it? Or what time is it? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because like even like when they showed like them games on the East Coast at 4:25, it that's their Sunday night football game, but it's still 4:25 though. You know?
Right, which is already dark though. So yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because you got like some people saying like, oh, daylight saving time, this and that though. But I'm like, the thing about it is you losing an hour of sleep each morning.
Yup.
I remember this morning I woke up about 4:30 and I said, oh shoot, I gotta get to work because because our rhythms are thrown off sometimes, you know.
All right. You just think, yeah.
Because I'm like, because like sometimes the rhythms, it's like your body telling you it's not time to wake up yet, but it's still daylight saving time. It's time for you to wake up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know how does it feel like college kids, you know, like to wake up when it's still daylight saving time? How does it feel, by the way?
Well, you have a morning, like an early class. It's rough.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't had eight o'clock in a year,
Hmm.
so that's amazing. 8 o'clocks are horrible, but I think during the evening is pretty like it hits you because you're just like 5, 6 o'clock. If you have like a nighttime class,
All right.
it's almost like nighttime. So
Mm.
like if you not a nighttime but an evening class that lasts all the way to the 8:30 or something like that. That's
Right.
probably the only time it hits you. But getting up in the morning, if you have an 8 o'clock, then yeah, I feel like it hits you then. But just if you got like a 10 or 11, by the end you should be good. Yeah, you should be already, up and at 'em.
See, I wonder about that sometimes because I'm like, it's like your body's telling you not to wake up, but you got something to do. You got to get up because you got to get to that point A to point B, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's like I felt the same way when we was in high school. I used to hate daylight saving time during the fall, man. 'Cause you got to lose an hour of sleep to catch the bus or even get to class or
Get to
get to practice, you
class,
know.
bro. Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, we used to have like them late practices during the season. And the daylight saving time hit. It was about darn near 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Here the practice almost over. I'm like, dog, what happened? Like we it's like we just getting started.
Right. Jones about to end.
I don't know, because I'm like, dog, you know, one time they canceled practice. One time I'm like, dog, where we gonna go? I went straight home. But they need to just leave the time zone alone. Like they supposed to be talking and leaving it alone. They need to leave it alone. Period.
Facts. I think they are though.
If they don't, it's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you.
Uh he said if
Like,
they don't, it's gonna be a problem. Oh.
like Coach Prime said, if I don't see no progress, if I he said if I don't see a bunch of footballs in my office before lunch, it's gonna be a problem. Because he said, because I remember he said I shouldn't have to see volleyball mixed with football because they want to take one of some of my stuff. If they take it, that's gonna be a problem. Because I never forget I was at Oregon, and I was saying that I don't want to see nothing with basketball mixed with our football stuff. And they want to take something else, so that's gonna be a problem, you know.
Yeah, that's true. This is not high school.
Cause
It's
even in
college.
high school, we had to keep stuff separate from volleyball, basketball, and cheerleading and stuff. And me and Coach Furby, we was talking, and Coach Tony was talking. I said we shouldn't see baseball mixed with football. So they want to take some else. So that's gonna be a problem, you know. But what if inner football had like a turf field, bro?
I couldn't see it.
Northam got a turf field, you know.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of shocked. Northam got a turf field, but I'm still shocked about that.
For their stadium, I could see it, but for any river, I just couldn't see it. I think natural grass it just fits it so much.
What about artificial grass?
I couldn't see that either.
Do you think they have artificial turf on their practice field stuff for the future?
Now they can do
If
that on a practice field, yeah.
if if they have to do it,
If they have to do it, yeah, they can do that.
because even the field hockey and soccer field, even the field hockey and soccer practice field, they cut that grass real low to make it look like turf.
Mm-hmm.
But and I wish well I like practicing on their practice field during the once their season over with, you know, because it's soft. It's still grass, but it look like turf though, you know.
Right.
If I was coaching in right now, head coaching in, I'd probably raise a lot of money just to get turf practice fields and turf field for the game field. If I had the type of money, you know.
Right. I could do that, yeah. Turf practice field, turf field hockey, all them. Soccer. Yeah. Well, soccer plays in. Um,
They play
well,
on
they
natural
practice
grass.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably for the home field, probably rip the grass up, put artificial grass turf, you know. And you know how much money was spent on just the programs for all programs, bro. I'd be rich if I done that. And then probably the same brand, probably Nike for all sports, you know. Probably Nike for all sports, you know.
Nike, Smikey. Yeah, everybody want Nike. Yeah.
Probably get sponsorship,
Give me another
partnership,
brand in
contract
there.
deal, you know. And
Give me
beverages.
another brand in there.
Say what?
I said, give me another brand in there.
Under Armour,
Maybe
Adidas,
not.
you know.
Maybe Adidas.
Probably Adidas for basketball and football. You know, probably base. Well, I can care less about baseball program, but still, you know.
Wow. You just don't
Well,
care less about baseball.
let me take that back. Adidas for all sports for any river.
Okay.
I said let me take that back because that is my alumni. I am alumni of any river though. You know, we are alumni.
Oh,
You know,
that's good.
'cause I'm thinking like we know how much money that was spent on any river programs in general. I'll say about 1,000, even more than that. You know.
Probably about good 20,000.
If I
30.
sat down, with the athletic director right now, I'm gonna say, hey, look, this is what the map looked like from the past. Okay, we had sponsors with Nike with no contract, no money invested. But you look at the future. Adidas, our own partnership for sports drinks, Powerade or Gatorade, you know, Dasani, Coke products, Pepsi, you know, our own Riverset brand. You know, our own Riverset brand. And especially think about it, practice fields, turf fields, man, turf fields. No more. If you put a if you have football practice on the practice field, somebody knee gonna blow up and gonna end that child's career.
Mm.
I mean, you just cut out the tree, just cut out, make that practice field over there. Like like artificial turf all over the place. Now for baseball, grass. I'm keeping the grass because they don't use turf for
Yeah,
baseball.
facts.
But like I said, our Riverset brand. You know, sure. They probably said, Rashawn, where you got this money from? I said, just investing, with the
Investing.
brand. I know a couple of people.
He knows people.
Shoot, man. They would say, "Oh, Rashawn's a hometown hero for his former high school. What's next?" Just wait and see. Just the beginning.
That definitely sounds like something somebody would say.
They probably because I think if anyone goes to any type of brand, their whole program sports will go up in the next 2 to 3 years. If that happens, which I don't know though. The
Yeah,
main, but the main problem is just the budgeting. That's the problem with these schools is the budgeting. That's why they can't get good stuff. Especially when the uniforms too. Because now I can say this though, Indy River did a good job getting the new Nike uniforms for the Indy River though. Especially for the new ones that they got 2 years ago. I like those.
oh yeah, they tough. I like those too.
They look like Adidas though, but it's Nike though.
But it's like, yeah,
Shoot, 'cause if they had like a light blue uniform for Nike, oh my gosh.
that John would be fly. Yeah.
Yes. At least it still got the arrows though.
Oh yeah, you can't lose those.
I used to hate the feathers, man. That feather. You say one feather on the other side, and just a plain white helmet, icy white. They look like Oregon, but Oregon, I like Oregon's helmet wave, bro. With the O in the back of the helmet, they got the it look like a wing on it, both look like a wings on the side. I
Right,
like
wings
that.
on the side. Oh, in the back, yeah.
I only had to laugh at that.
No, no, I'm watching it on the screen. So.
How you think we did during the episode for Thanksgiving special? How you think we did?
It's not over yet.
I know it's not over. But I'm talking as a whole though. We had some difficulties, but it's all good though.
You said over because we're clearly still going. So
Hey, I got nothing but time. Like I said, no, we in at 10:30, but I got nothing but time because we ain't working tomorrow. So
This our longest stream.
shoot, we probably have about more views than Monday's episode. Because I ain't gonna lie, hey, that Cardinals game we watched, that game was so bad, bro. I think Kingsbury will be out of a job after the season, bro. I hate to say it though.
yeah, Cardinals is
Because you cannot run a college football offense in the NFL. We
No,
now I'm starting to see,
you
huh?
can't. Gotta. You can, but
You gotta use the West Coast offense on this, man. and Josh.
Mm-hmm.
That's how some head coaches like Chip Kelly. They went to NFL and went to Philly. That didn't help Philly out. And they went to San Francisco. That didn't work out either. I'm like, dog, that's
I mean, it
crazy.
works for some teams. It just didn't work for those two teams. You know, I think it could have worked for other teams. It just didn't work.
But I think a lot of people complain. I think a lot of people are complaining on Kingsbury because he always make the bad calls for some reason though.
The Cardinals are always going to be a mid team anyway. They're not going
And Kyler Murray ain't no telling when he coming back. I heard he might come back this Sunday against the Chargers. That's the point of what I've been hearing in the news.
I haven't
Because at
seen
least
the
I
in
can see Cape.
season. I haven't seen the in season Hard Knocks yet.
Me
I said
either.
I haven't seen the in season Hard Knocks yet.
Me neither. I'm still shocked they got hard knocks during the NFL season though. That's crazy though.
That's fire. I like it.
Yeah, it is. There's a Colts started up last year. Oh, you good, bro?
Yeah, I keep the mouth keeps
But I think like some college coaches that make the NFL like it's just like Josh's boy that got fired from Carolina, Matt Rule. That that oof that combination no he should have stayed at Baylor.
Nah,
What do
yeah,
you think, Josh?
he should have stayed at Baylor, but
Yeah, he should
I
have
don't have
because
a
there's
I don't
no
have a problem with you coming from the college to the league. Nah.
yeah it's like what can you do as a former college coach in the NFL? What can you adapt to?
Some coaches can definitely adapt.
Yeah, they can adapt to it. Yeah.
He just couldn't.
Yeah, he just couldn't. He just couldn't do nothing in year one. I'm like, dog, that's crazy, bro. Especially if y'all hear about Zach Wilson.
Yeah, that's
He not
crazy.
he not starting this Sunday. But his two losses was against the Patriots, though. Like, come on now.
yeah, he's 5-2 this season. But I heard he's, kind of bad in the locker room.
Right. He's a bad teammate.
Yeah, locker room problem. Immaturity is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Childishness. But I
They're
think,
gonna start Mike White. Mike White is
oh
gonna be the
god,
starter. He's actually
they didn't go there.
decent. He's decent.
He decent.
You
Look,
know,
at least he ain't starting. At least he's not starting Joe Flacco.
They could have, but yeah.
And they start Joe Flacco, man. He's good. He look washed up though.
he is 50, so
He said he is 50. Though. But like you said, something going on in that locker room that we not knowing about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something inside the locker room is like something's like we don't know what goes on behind the scene in the locker room. It could be an altercation, reporter. We don't know.
We're gonna find out when it comes out. Yeah.
You know how the pastor say in church, Josh. Truth be told,
Truth be told, we're gonna find out.
we're gonna find out what's really going on in that inside. Something's going on inside of that organization during after game that we're not knowing about. I want to know, but since I don't because I don't want to like start no media drama. You know, especially us talking. You know. 'Cause Lord knows they might say, "Oh, Rashawn, you're under arrest for saying something crazy," you know.
Did you just say you're under arrest for saying something crazy?
No. I'm saying for example, you know. This
Oh,
is
what?
what time is it? Oh, this is our longest stream ever, man. Other than that, like, subscribe, follow our socials, and
Yeah,
happy
definitely like, man, we did a long stream for y'all. So definitely
think
like it up.
Thanksgiving special. This is Thanksgiving special, holiday special. No, we don't do this, but we're gonna start doing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we do a Thanksgiving special next year. Oh man. Shout out to the subscribers. We got 44 subscribers right now. I appreciate you guys subscribing to our channel. I appreciate that. And you guys will hit us up on our socials. Come on, talk to us. Come on board. And you know, we guys want to have a guest analyst on the show. Come
Mm-hmm.
on. Josh working on that piece right now as we speak, right, Josh?
That is correct. We're gonna find us a true guest analyst. We're gonna find a guest every week. It's gonna come holla at us. So yeah.
And also, Josh, once one later, hopefully I'll be on your radio talk show soon too. We're working on that piece too, right, Josh?
Yeah, we gotta get you up there, man. We gotta find a day to do it. Doing it like a day that you can. I don't know. We gotta figure that your morning. Get up in the morning.
Because I can request some time. I can request power time, so you know.
Yeah.
Then I just gotta let you know when my available hours are, you know. But you know, because so we doing it in the morning, you know. Hey, it's like part two projects going at the same time. The prime time show. You doing your radio show, you know. I come in with the sports. You come in with the, you know. It's like.
What? What does what?
like DJ like scratch it the record like
Oh,
you're like
oh my god.
you know
Oh,
learn how to
let's. Oh, what was that?
but you know how we do like
Bro
subscribe
must be in 2004.
you know like subscribe follow our socials. Oh, one last thing before we
Oh, okay.
you know how we know when we do
Oh
one
yeah.
Yeah.
one
Dude.
2 3 boom. There you go. And other than that, we'll see you next Monday at 9 o'clock on YouTube and StreamYard for Monday Night Football. Owens Colts are playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got the Colts hopefully winning by 7, hopefully. If not, I'm about to talk to Owen about him being the head coach for the Colts. So,
Close by 7.
other than that, happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much.
Happy Turkey
Say,
Day.
hey, Turkey Day, bowl
That's
game.
gotta be a holiday. Eat as much as you want.
Yes, Lord.
It's eating day.
Yes, Lord.
Oh my gosh, Rashawn is so old. Tell us yes,
Uh,
Lord.
Happy
uh,
eating day.
happy Thanksgiving. And also, watch some football too, please.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got no other choice.
And has what if you don't like football? Watch a movie with your family. Watch James Bond all day. You know
Just
that's what we.
Watch
spend time.
James Bond all
Yeah.
day. That's what you do.
Just spend time with your family. Period.
Yes. Other than that, we see you next Monday. You know where we at. 9 o'clock on the dot. Prime. Prime. All right. We'll see y'all.